Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lee and Hayley Overtime, the podcast brought to you by Damiano Pizza, Pasta, Beer, Bourbon, located in Lexington, Kentucky. It's off of 503 South Upper Street. Oh, they got everything. We were just there 2 days ago, as a matter of fact. We keep going back.
We can't stop, you guys.
Oh, my gosh. Nikita and I split the Coach.
The Coach Pizza. I got my usual, the margarita, add
No,
pepperoni.
Coach Pope. It's a magic trick.
Oh, my gosh.
Sawed him right in half.
Love it.
Yeah.
And then our buddy Forrest joined us. He is a fabulous sports broadcaster, and he joined us, and he got the Calabrese pizza. It had like white sauce on it. I don't know. He said it was fantastic. So
He inhaled that thing.
he did.
He kept folding it over like a sandwich.
Well, he's from up north. Maybe that's how they do it up there.
He's weird.
He's the kind they fold the piece of pizza and eat it kind of like a little,
like a sandwich.
like a sandwich, I suppose.
I find that disgusting.
Why?
I don't know.
You just get more pizza in your mouth all at once. Well, whatever. Anyway, go see our friends at Damiano. We cannot recommend them enough. Everything they serve is so delicious. 10 out of 10. Have not had anything there that wasn't good.
And not only, oh my God, what a great value if you go, what is it, Monday?
Monday through Wednesday. $4 off all their pizzas, which are already very reasonably priced. $4 off all their pizzas. And then it's a really good drink special too, like $4 off all so-and-so drinks as well. So it's the pizza though. Like we all got our bills and we went there on Monday and we were all like, is this right? Yeah, $4 off. And I think the regular size pizza, which is like a medium, is like $12. So you're getting like $4 off that. It's crazy.
It was the cheapest lunch I've ever had with Nikita Jennings.
Yeah. Yeah.
My goodness.
And you said, you're a cheap date. And so I think she's hard of hearing. And so I say, you're a cheap date. Only the greatest Sonic commercial of all time. Anyway, so go see our friends at Damiano. And a big thank you to our friends there at the best pizza place on the planet for sponsoring today's podcast.
All right.
What up?
Well,
hit me with the hard stuff. Oh, sorry. I don't know. Sometimes you got to say it. And that popped in my head.
Yeah. What was I saying to you? I got that Brooks and Dung. Dung. Oh, that'd be a heck of a name, wouldn't it? Brooks and Dung.
It's memorable.
Oh, that would be so good.
What? A parody.
For A Bug's Life.
Brooks
a poster. I love their little posters in the queue.
Yeah.
Because they've got the stink bug. Mm-hmm. You know, her name is Claire de Room.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And they got a poster of her singing an opera.
Yes.
They got all these little movie posters. Brooks and Dung.
That's amazing.
For the Dung Beetle.
Dung Beetle.
And they'd have little cowboy outfits.
Little cowboy outfits and like little guitars.
Disney, are you listening to me?
They love this podcast. The Disney family.
They should buy it.
You know, Walt Disney, was that his government name?
Yeah.
Walt? But I've never met another person with the name Disney.
Oh, I have. They're in Winchester.
Oh, well, I'm not saying they're not real. I'm just saying,
no,
I've never met a Disney.
There's a bunch of Disneys in Clark County.
Well, what are they doing?
Walt was from Missouri.
Really?
Sure.
Happy Fresca Hour. Lee was talking right before we started that he was like, sometimes a Fresca hits. Nikita says she hates Fresca.
Okay.
She's like, no, I don't like it.
You like it though, right?
I love Fresca. For me, it's very nostalgic. I'm 7 years old at the pool again. My mom always had Frescas for us at the pool.
And that made you feel like a sophisticate?
Oh, yes. No, my mom, we didn't drink a lot of sodas. My mom would let us have like Coke, Sprite, whatever, but only on occasion. But she would let us have Fresca, and we didn't realize it was just sparkling water.
Yeah.
Because it's so flavor packed. And so we were like, Mom has lost her marbles. She's letting us drink sodas every day. No, that's not
there's
true.
0 calories in this thing.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's excellent.
Yeah. I put one in the freezer every day.
You do.
So it's really cold. Because my freezer is not operating the way it
Here
should.
we go. Did you call whoever
There
Bridget
is no
told
one
you?
to call.
Okay,
There
then what are you
is
going to
no
do?
one. I've done this.
So you're just going to accept that your freezer, it just doesn't make ice? Does the freezer work?
Kind of. But the system is in error.
Rigged, as they say.
It's in error mode right now.
Oh, okay.
So there's no buttons to punch. It just says error.
And this has been an issue you've been having for about a year.
Temperature
right?
has risen to, and this has been happening since March. And the temperature has risen slightly, where the refrigerator keeps things kind of chill. If you go to the bottom, it's much more chill. The freezer, nothing freezes up top. It's all frozen at the bottom.
Ugh.
So I can put a Fresca in the top of the freezer, and it's chilled to the bone.
Chilled to the bone, sir.
We are chilled to the bone, sir. Sometimes I'll just be taking a shower or driving, and I'll laugh out loud at that moment in Young Frankenstein.
Isn't that the best?
Where the body falls out, and him and Igor have to put it back, and his hand is sticking out, and Gene Wilder puts his coat over it, and his hand's shaking, and the commissar walks by. Hello. Yes, sir. How are you? And you must be Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein. Good to meet you, sir. Clacks his heels together, and that cold, dead hand comes over, and he goes, why, you're chilled to the bone, sir. It must get you a hot toddy.
It's so classic.
Let's get to the fun.
Oh, I love it. You're chilled to the bone, sir.
Oh, you're chilled to the bone, sir.
It's fantastic. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, so you put a Fresca up there that's chilled to the bone.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and then you bring that to work?
No, not always. I'll leave it there. I swallow.
You keep Fresca at home?
Oh, I've started that.
Oh my gosh, good. You used to only ever have Diet Ale here and at home. But now you've switched to Fresca.
Switched.
Yeah, now you've switched to Fresca here at the office, so I didn't realize you'd made the switch at home too.
Yes. I'm a new man. I'm a brand new man.
Oh,
Brooks and Dung. I saw the light. I was baptized.
Ooh. Okay, so, and you told us the other day that you hadn't been making coffee at home either, and so all your creamers had gone bad in your fridge, your liquid creamers. But your fridge, freezer be damned. Your fridge, you've got Fresca in there and brand new coffee creamer. Looking at you. I'm looking at you. I meant to say look at you.
Yeah.
What else have you been getting at the store that you're not telling us about?
Oh, lucky. Thank you for asking.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Wow. Tell us everything.
He's a high-pitched man.
And where did you meet him? In the meat section?
Yeah.
What did it sound like?
He said, hello.
I'm sorry, I just now realized.
Oh, you just now got what I was doing?
To an inside joke we have.
Yeah.
And so I just thought you were.
No, I thought you got that on.
I didn't. I got it on second.
It's just like last night I was at a ball game.
I want to tell you so bad, but I can't.
I was at a ball game watching my nephew play. He plays for his junior high squad or middle school. It's 8th grade basketball, but he's been recruited by all the bigs. And
high schools, you mean?
Yes, well, and soon to be colleges.
I don't know why, but I am holding my headphone cord like it's a ski rope. I just realized I had wadded it up into this thing, and I was holding it, and then I was like, oh my God, it's like I'm kneeboarding behind my parents' boat when I'm a kid, and I'm yelling, throw me a Fresca.
But anyway,
yes.
I was at the gym. They're playing a Christian school, and on the wall they had painted Isaiah 40:38.
Yes.
And I looked to my dad, who's a minister, and my best friend over there, who's an elder, and my brother. And I said to all three of them, I said, I don't know who Isaiah was, but he had a weird number.
Oh, my God.
And Aaron, my brother, laughed. The other two old men didn't know what I was talking about. And it's this largest sign you've ever seen.
Like covering the wall.
And they're like, what was that? What do you mean?
Yeah.
I said, do you not see that?
So you said it was Isaiah 40:38?
I may have been wrong.
Well, online, when I put in Isaiah 40,
what does it say?
The most popular one that comes up is Isaiah 40:31.
Maybe that was it.
Okay, well, here it is.
Which says, what does that say?
What does that say? It says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not be faint. You've heard that before.
That's pretty good. What about Isaiah 38:40?
Okay, another hit from the classic.
That's going to be horrible if St. Peter stops me in getting in because I was dyslexic.
Oh, Lee, you're going to love this. You are going to love this. Isaiah 38:40. This is really going to touch you. Okay, just a second. I got to scroll down to it. Well, there is no 38:40, but Isaiah 38, Lee, Hezekiah is not doing well.
Oh.
In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death.
And they put that on the wall.
No, they didn't.
At that Christian school.
No, they didn't.
I'll tell you what, the Christian school's got the worst officiating I've ever dealt with.
Oh, I've never heard this before. And Hezekiah turned his face toward the Lord and said, remember now, O Lord, I beseech thee, how I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, and have done that which is good in thy sight. And Hezekiah wept sore.
He wept until he was sore.
I suppose.
That's some sadness.
That's some serious crying.
I've done that. I've cried so much to where I felt sick.
Oh, I've cried so much where I've thrown up.
When I just throw up, I mean, I felt bad. Like my face hurts.
Yeah.
I ache because I was.
You doing it now? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Are you stifling a yawn or a sneeze?
Sneeze.
I know you. When Lee's trying to keep
I hate it. Why is this so funny to you?
If you're just listening, you wouldn't have known. But if you're watching or if you're just listening, let me describe it to you. Lee does this thing where then he starts rubbing his face so aggressively and closing his eyes, yet still talking. Like, why is a sneeze so bad? Just pull away from the mic, sneeze, and keep going. Lee does this whole thing where his eyes get watery, his face gets red, he starts rubbing his eyes, his forehead, his cheeks. Like, why? Oh, yeah, those cheeks.
I don't know how you can't comprehend what I have told you is beyond belief. Why not just have a tiny sneeze?
Just do it. What's
I don't
one
sneeze like a lady.
Oh, well.
That's the equivalent of saying, well, let's just launch one tiny nuke. It's just a tiny nuke.
I thought you were going to make a tooting reference, but you went straight to nuclear.
Yes,
bomb.
no, if I were to sneeze,
Right.
and this is obviously videoed,
Right.
so people could see us, there could be a disaster. I don't know what's packed in the musket.
You have been saying. I'm guilty of this too. You know, you'll get a phrase or a word or something kind of stuck in your head, and then you use that phrase as much as you possibly can. And it's not so much because opportunities were always there and you just happen to be noticing them. It's that you're looking for. Lee has been saying packing the musket like every day for a week.
I have not.
I've heard you say it 3 times in 2 days.
Oh, you have not.
Oh, yes, I have.
You have not.
Yes, I have. You said it just now in reference to Bridget's dog yesterday because you were giving her too many treats. And then you said it one
I
other
did
time.
say that. Yeah,
See?
so twice. I've said it twice.
In 2 days. Don't you
You're
think-
packing the musket of lies. I'll tell you that's what you're doing.
Oh, my God.
Anyway,
this next segment's about gun safety. If you find an old gun that's got gunpowder in it.
did I tell you I went and shot guns the other day?
Is this a bathroom reference?
No.
No. Yes,
Went to
actually,
a
no. I don't
shooting
think you did.
range
You did go to a shooting
and
range.
enjoyed it very
Yeah,
much.
tell me about it.
I took my Walther PPK 38
He's a nice guy.
and also I took my Richard
Oh.
and his guns as well. And we went and we had a good time. For like a half hour. We just shot at targets.
Okay, so who did better? Did you compete? Did you have the little sheets?
No, we didn't compete. It was the first time I ever got to really shoot my gun. I liked his Beretta better than my. It was easier to shoot and more accurate. But mine looks cool. So
Yeah, that's
it's a
the-
work of art.
Yeah, it is. And so
And it's what James Bond uses.
Nice. Okay, so you enjoyed that. Now, where did this come from? Have you guys shot? You haven't shot together before?
No, but we always talk about it.
And finally, you were like, enough talk.
Let's do.
Let's do.
It was a rainy day.
Oh yeah, so you need something to do that's not
And it was on a
outdoors.
Sunday. So
Yeah.
it was like, let's go.
Let's go to church. No, let's.
Well, you could still go to church.
Did you?
That day I did not.
Yeah.
I read about Hezekiah. And
You
I
did, and you said-
no, thank you.
Going to that ball game was like going to church. It always makes me think of my sweet, sweet Hezekiah.
Yeah. What was I going to tell you?
It was probably an apology.
No,
Okay.
it was not that. I had 1,000 thoughts. Now they've all gone away into the ether.
Okay. Well, you had the Walther. It looks cool. You went
That
shooting.
wasn't
You didn't go to church, Hezekiah.
No, that was a sidetrack.
You and Richard are about to go on another excursion.
Yeah, we're going to New York City.
That's going to be so fun.
Yes.
Do you like caviar?
You know what? It's okay.
Okay, well, the only reason I'm saying it is because I need to live vicariously through you. There's this girl I follow on Instagram, and a lot of people might know her. She's on Instagram and TikTok. I found her through TikTok, and now I follow her everywhere because I love her. Her name is Danielle, and she and her family own a caviar company that's in multiple U.S. cities, but they have a restaurant where they serve their caviar in New York City called Huso, Huso. And it is uber fancy. Just looks dreamy, and I want to go so badly. So when you first said you're going to New York, I am so jealous. Excited for you because it's Christmas time, which is when I really want to go. I've only ever been to New York City one time. It was almost 10 years ago. Had a lovely time, but it was like in the fall. And I've always wanted to go at Christmas. So if you guys have the chance, go to Huso and try their caviar and a glass of champagne.
Have you ever heard of the Carbone?
Carbone.
Have you ever been there?
No, I want to go so bad. I actually cooked with store-bought Carbone marinara last night that I got at Kroger. So it's as close as I've been to Carbone. Did you guys manage to get a reservation?
The Carbone is located on Thompson Street in New York.
Did you get a reservation?
We did not.
Yes.
But we thought about it.
Oh, I was going to be amazed if you did, because I know this was kind of a last-minute trip.
Nobody can get in there.
No. Another place I'm trying to think of is the Polo Bar in New York City?
The Polio Bar? I hope not.
The Polo Bar. It's like a Ralph Lauren Polo Bar.
Oh, no, I don't know anything about that.
I think they have multiple locations. I think they have a very famous one in like Paris or something, but I don't want to say New York. There's a very famous restaurant called the American Bar in New York.
The American Bar?
The American Bar. Look these places up, Lee. I'm helping you plan your trip.
I'm texting all of this to myself right now as we speak.
Okay. I hope you attach it with like a really nice greeting and a really nice goodbye. Hello, Lee. Looking great today. Couple of ideas for New York.
Yes.
So Huso, Huso.
Huso. Yes.
They have a thing called a caviar dog, and it's like a piece of lobster with caviar on it in like a bread roll.
Ooh.
So it's like...
Well, that sounds nice.
Yeah. Huso. What did you write down?
I wrote down Huso, and we need questions and comments.
Okay. All right.
That's what I wrote down.
Okay. Oh, so you weren't texting it to yourself. You were texting it to the group. Well, that's fine. You'll never know where to go. Okay. Well, you are doing this New York trip in place of you were going to go to Austin, Texas for this weekend's Kentucky-Texas game.
But the people I were traveling with decided to have a grandbaby.
That is so inconsiderate.
I agree.
How dare they? So because of that, you guys are no longer going there. So you thought,
So
we've already got the time off.
I already took the time off. Why don't we do something different?
Yes.
And we said, you know what we've always talked about? Christmas in New York.
Home Alone. You guys should go there.
To the Plaza.
You got to go to the Plaza. Home Alone, Lost in New York.
I'm going to go to the Plaza. I'm going to go to the Metropolitan
My mom and I
Museum
went
of
to
Art.
the Plaza when we were
Have you
there.
been to the Metropolitan Museum of Art?
No.
Probably go there. I've done most all the other touristies.
Because you've been a lot.
Like Richard's like, hey, we go to the Freedom Tower. I'm like, no. I don't want to go to the 9/11 museum.
Oh, really?
I
wanna go.
Like, well, yeah, if I had a week.
Have you been?
I've been by it. And I said, no, thank you. I don't want to go and be depressed.
Yeah, because you guys are there for the weekend?
I'm here to have fun.
Okay.
Yes.
I see that. Because it's a lot. It's an emotional overload.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Yeah. It's not because you're a denier.
No, I know it happened. I lived through it.
I know. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I just don't want to be depressed. But he doesn't go to New York as often as I do. So
When is the last time you went?
10
Please
years
stop
ago.
acting. Doesn't go as often as I do.
But there was.
Which is once a decade.
There was a time when I was going once a year, hanging out in the fashion district, lugging bags.
And why was that?
That's what my wife wanted me to do. So I was doing that.
Yeah. So you were going once a year. So you've seen and done a lot.
She would do shopping stuff. Ex-wife. She would do shopping stuff
Yeah.
for her store. So that's why we'd go up there.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's where I met, what's her face? I've just lost her name.
Tawny Katan.
No, I wish. What I mean by that
Liza
is
Minnelli.
Tawny Katan of Bachelor Party fame. Not the latest version of Tawny Katan before she passed.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just looked her up the other night. She was on an episode of Seinfeld, and I Googled her because I was like, oh, she's cute. I wonder whatever happened to her. Never saw her anything else.
Got rough for Tawny.
Oh.
Yeah, life got rough.
Oh.
Yeah.
She looked great in the one episode where she and Jerry are dating, and she wants to make it as an actress.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Life gets rough for a lot of people.
Melissa Doolittle.
Melissa Doolittle.
From American Idol
Oh,
fame.
Melinda Doolittle.
Is it Melinda
Yeah,
Doolittle?
yeah. Who's Melissa?
That's her sister.
Or is it Belinda?
No, it's Melinda. Melinda Doolittle. I'm at the whatever hotel I was in, and the door's open.
It is Melinda Doolittle.
And Melinda Doolittle, that woman walked into the elevator, and I said, Melinda Doolittle.
You said her full name. I love that.
Just like that. And
She was on
went-
American Idol?
Yeah. She got like second place or something.
Yeah.
And she looked at me and
I
went,
just tried to type American Idol on our notes list for this episode, and it autocorrected to American Isolation. And that is the holiday season.
but she just sort of looked at me and said, hi. I went, hi, I'm embarrassed to have done that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Because I get that done to me on occasion.
Yeah.
Lee Cruz. It's usually the cops,
Yeah, sure.
you know.
I love it. We shot a segment today. We were at our mall, Fayette Mall in Lexington. We had so many lovely viewers come up to us and want to have their picture made with us. And so many just stopped us and said, we love your show. Guys, you don't know how much that means to us. Yesterday at lunch, when we were at Damiano's having lunch, a lovely, beautiful blonde girl walked by. Hey, girly. And as she walked by, she's a big fan of the show. And it means so much every single time. So if you ever see us, please say something. It means the world to know that our show is the bright spot we want it to be. Because that's literally all our show is. We just want to make you laugh. If you don't like us, that's fine. Like some people just don't get our sense of humor and think we're just fluff and stupid, which we are. But that's intentional. We want to have fun. We get to have fun. And also you get to have fun watching us. So anyway, hello to everybody that saw us at Fayette Mall. Hello to that sweet girl at Damiano's this week.
Oh, yeah.
What have you been doing this whole time I was talking?
Resting.
Lee was late to work this morning because he said, I had to shave. How long does it take you to shave your face?
It's a whole thing.
What do you pluck it? Like what happened?
No, you have to prep it, though. You don't just go in there cold.
What do you do?
You got to warm your face
Listen,
up.
I've never shaved my face. Well, I've gotten dermaplaning at the facialist.
Would you like to shave my face?
No, it would be a bloody mess. It would be a crime scene.
I'd let you do it.
Why?
Even with a straight razor, I'd let you do it.
I have intrusive thoughts. No, so how do you do it? You do it in the shower or do you do it out of the shower?
I do it in the shower.
Do you have a shower mirror? Are you stifling a sneeze?
Well,
Because you're rubbing your eye.
I know. I have a shower mirror.
Okay. This is not a trick question.
Yes.
Why are you being so cagey? You don't actually grow facial hair, do you?
No, I do.
Then what's the routine?
Well,
I like to learn about things that I don't
You
know.
gotta let the shower steam to open the pores, my God, woman.
Okay.
And then you gotta make sure your face is relaxed and hot.
So relaxed and hot. What does that look like? How do you
Like this.
So you look in the mirror and as soon as your face naturally, without planning, goes like that, you're like, all right, we're ready.
What's the blue
Duck
steel?
face. Blue steel.
Blue steel, yeah.
Okay.
And then you put your foam, shaving cream, whatever you got.
Are you brand loyal? Is there a certain kind you
You
use?
know what I love is Harry's.
Harry's. I've seen Harry's.
They've got the worst god-awful razors ever made.
Yeah.
But their shaving cream is top-notch.
Delectable. Okay, so do you just go, or do you put it in your hands and put it on?
Put it in my hand. What do you think I do? Lay down on the shower and squirt my face?
I think you spray it on the floor and dip your face in it like
Is that what
Mrs.
I do?
Doubtfire.
Hello.
Okay, so you put it on, then you're staring in the mirror the whole time?
Well, yeah, I put it on. Get it on. You got to get neck up here. It's all everywhere.
Okay,
of course.
and then
it's everywhere.
How many
hair
passes
grows.
do you get before you got to rinse it off?
I go up, and I was told not to go up
Oh.
against the grain, but I like going against the grain because I like it to be neat. It doesn't do me any good to go with the grain. What's that about?
I don't know. I don't shave my
They
face.
try to sell you that. Never go against the grain. Well, then you're not
I
going to
think
get
it depends on what area you're shaving.
cut.
Like legs, you have to go against the grain.
Right.
Armpits, I go.
And who's smoother? Women's legs, for the most part, are very smooth.
That's true.
I know, because when I was a child, I'd crawl under the church pews and feel women's legs.
I bet there's a little bit of truth in that.
My God, Peggy, these are smooth. She'd hear a voice coming from the bottom of the pew.
Oh, there's little Lee Cruz again. Lee, go back to your
He's
parents.
over rubbing my leg.
Miss Peggy, I'll see you at the potluck. I used to climb under pews and
do that soldier crawl under barbed wire.
I've crawled under pews before.
Sure.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to be at a place where you have to be formal all the time, and then you get to be silly. Like we do a church lock-in, and we'd be sleeping on the pews or crawling under the pews playing hide and seek.
Yeah.
Thrilling. Okay, so anyway, so you go against the grain. How long, and then what?
You get all the areas, you know.
Okay.
You remove where the cream was. That's
Okay.
a good indication that you weren't there before.
Yeah.
So you remove all of that. You got to stick the razor under the water to make sure the blades are clean. Mm-hmm. Go back at it.
Okay. How long does the whole process take?
The whole process from start to finish, 10 minutes.
Okay. And you're looking in the mirror. If I know you, you're talking to yourself or singing.
I don't talk that much during shaving.
Now that is...
Because the shaving cream will get in your mouth, and that's a nasty, ugly taste.
Ugh. Have you thought about using whipped cream instead?
If there's a way to do it, I would. I don't think it works.
Okay, so you don't talk or sing.
Not while the shaving is going on. Now, I've been dancing a lot lately.
You have?
Yes.
Be careful, Lee. If you get shaving cream on the ground, you're likely to fall.
Now, I don't dance when I'm shaving, but I'm like sometimes getting there because my first thing in the morning when I wake up and have my ritual of urinating.
Everyone goes first thing.
Yeah, but my way there, I've got a little Bluetooth speaker. I turn that thing on. I turn the water on, which automatically sends alarms throughout my system. So now I really go.
Oh yeah.
There have been moments when I'm already starting to dance on the way to the pot, turn the water on, and now I've got to grab hold. Otherwise, this may start without me. And no, I don't want to miss a moment of that show.
I love it.
Yeah. Then, of course, I've got my phone in hand. I sit down. I let loose. I start the music. Then I'm ready to go. I hop in the shower. And I can hear my music, and sometimes I move around a little bit. You know, hey.
While you're peeing.
Not while I'm peeing. I'm finished peeing.
You didn't say.
I got in the shower.
I envisioned you.
Oftentimes, though, I have to pee again when I'm in the shower.
Yeah, me too.
I just peed, and I got to go again. Mm-hmm. The water is so warm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you look clean shaven. I'm glad to know the process.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Any questions for me?
What do you shave?
I shave my legs and my pitties. And yeah, I use conditioner to shave my legs. I've gave up shaving cream ages ago. I felt like it was an extra product. And then I read somewhere.
You're burning through conditioner?
Yeah, but my section of the shower where all my products are is like Tetris to keep anything from falling because I like a lot of products. I like multiple shampoos, multiple conditioners, body washes, razors, face wash, face exfoliant, body exfoliant. I have so much in there. So I was like, I can't fit a shaving cream bottle in here. So usually I just shave with water. I don't use anything. Well, then I was like, that can't be good. Mm-hmm. So then I read that you could do conditioner. So I just take a little pump conditioner, put it on my leg, and shave there. What did I say?
You just went through why you're using conditioner.
You asked me.
Yes.
And then I can always tell. What do I always say when you can tell I don't give a shit about what you're saying?
You mean every day?
Yeah, but no, you said there's a certain phrase. When you start a conversation and I have no interest in it, I say what?
Really?
No, I say, nice.
Oh, nice.
I go, nice. Like,
nice.
Cool, good for you. I don't care about this and I don't want to talk about it.
Nice.
You is, huh. Looking away, going, huh. Okay. Now, what is your nighttime right before you go to sleep routine?
Well, first of all, am I home? Because sometimes I may not make it.
Okay, fine. I didn't realize I have to specify. You're home at the place where you receive mail in your master bedroom.
Oh, I've made it upstairs.
If you make it home, you may not actually make it to your bedroom.
There's been a few nights where
Okay, in this case, all the stars have aligned. Would you put your phone down? You're making me nervous as a cat.
This is going on Facebook.
Okay. What is going on Facebook?
Nothing.
Are you texting? Lee, I can't podcast and text.
These are questions from people. Stop that.
You don't like that?
No.
You'd never like ASMR. Okay, so you make it to bed. What is your night? Because that's your morning routine. What's your nighttime routine? I feel like you don't really have one. I think you've told us before. You're always like, I wake up and I don't even remember going to sleep.
I take everything off, and there's the hamper over there, so I make buckets. There goes the sweater. There goes the shirt. Here goes the pants.
girdle.
There goes the girdle. There goes my underwear.
There goes the jock strap.
But I don't wear a jock strap.
Oh, sorry.
And
just
then,
made an assumption.
Well, I'm not playing. Then I decide, should I leave my socks on or not?
Okay.
And I go, it's a bit chilly. I'll keep them on.
Okay.
And now
and who do you say that to?
I say it to my good friend. I said to my butler, Alfred.
Alfred, no need with the socks. I believe I'll keep them on this evening. Very good, sir.
Very good, sir.
Okay.
I'll alert the media.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you do?
That's it.
You put on your pajamas?
Oh, I do. And I've always got on a matching set. I used to not be a matching set pajama girl. I used to sleep in what I would call cheerleading shorts. Girls, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Back in high school, Sophie, Soffe shorts. They'd have been all those colors. You have to roll them over. When I was like a kid, I slept in whatever my mom made us sleep in. I don't know. Pajamas, whatever. From Limited to. Then I started wearing cheerleading shorts and a t-shirt. And I pretty much stuck with that through college, early adulthood. Then I kind of would sleep in sweatpants. Who knows? Lately, I've gotten on the matching pajama set trend, like pants and a matching top. Mm-hmm. It's so nice. It just makes me feel good to sleep in a matching set.
Well, I do love the clean sheet experience.
Oh my gosh, so good.
At least once a year. I have that. No, I'd say at least once a week.
Once a week you're changing your sheets?
Yeah.
That's good. Me too. That's good. I can't
Maybe
stand
I
dirty
could go
sheets.
2 weeks. If I'm out of town or if I'm too busy.
Yeah, oh yeah, I
could
can
go
go 2 weeks.
2
If I've
weeks.
been, yeah, agreed. If no one slept on and the covers or like comforters pulled up and covered them, 2 weeks is fine. Okay, so well, let's talk about a little bit what's on the show this week, shall we?
All right.
Let everybody know.
And then we've got comments.
Oh, and then we got comments and questions.
yeah.
Okay, guys, couple of fun things that you're going to see on the show this week. Well, this episode is posting on Thursday, as it always does. So tomorrow will be our final show of the week. But you're going to see our Thanksgiving Mad Lib. We're shooting that tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And that is our annual custom Mad Lib. Bridget, our producer, and occasionally with help from Noah or Nikita, they write a custom Mad Lib story. And then Lee and I have to fill in without reading the story. Ad lib, adjectives, adverbs, nouns, numbers, whatever. And then we fill it in. It's always very hilarious. So that is coming up on the show later this week. What else have we? Oh, we're making deviled eggs soon. We're making deviled eggs in the spirit of the holidays because I talked about recently, maybe on this podcast or maybe on the show, how much I hate making deviled eggs. Well, a viewer told us about this amazing contraption that you use to put the filling in. And so we're going to use that today as we're making deviled eggs. You'll see that segment soon. We also did our Thanksgiving sides cook-off where you got to taste all the Thanksgiving sides, a blind taste test that the staff made.
You were under the weather. You didn't get to do that.
I didn't get to do it. I was under the weather, but everybody else did. And so that was good. We also did a Thanksgiving turkey craft where Lee and I decorated turkey printouts. And I will say, with all sincerity, it's the best you've ever done in a craft segment.
All right. My great-grandmother always said I colored with the best of them.
She said that.
Well, because I was really immaculate about my lines.
Yeah, you're very particular about that.
And I figured out, you don't just fill it in. You go line by line by line by line. Yeah, if you keep everything the same pattern, it looks much better.
Like mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
Like shaving thy face.
Sure.
It all comes back. So those are a couple of fun Thanksgiving segments we have it coming up. On this podcast, just hang with us every Thursday. New episodes dropping. We're talking about on the Lee and Hayley show, which if you don't watch, please do. It airs weekdays at noon on our home market of Lexington, Kentucky and the surrounding area. It is on Fox 56, weekdays at noon.
If you're in Bowling Green, it's on WBKO.
That's right. A little heads up. We will have a new podcast episode next week, which will drop on Thanksgiving Day. But the TV show, we love our staff and we love ourselves and our own families too. And so we want to take Thanksgiving off to be with our friends and family, just like we hope you get to do this year. So we are off all next week, November 25th through the 29th on the TV show, but we are pre-recording some Thanksgiving show specials. So it'll be new custom episodes. We just won't be actually there. We'll actually be at home. So know when you're seeing us next week, we are at home with our friends and family, but we do have also, Thanksgiving specials.
I didn't mention Columbus, Starkville, Tupelo, Mississippi, or Macon, Georgia. those folks that watch us on Magut,
Yes. Hello, friends.
NBC 41.
Yeah,
Yeah, we love those folks.
we do. And did you say BKO?
I did.
What's up, you guys?
Hey, you ready for a question?
Let's do it.
Okay. Which staff member could get away with murder, theoretically speaking?
Who sent this in?
Well, probably the murderer.
Kelly. Mm-hmm. Kelly could get away with murder if it was manslaughter. No. Because Kelly would if the police showed up and said we're taking Kelly into custody on a murder charge, I would say, look, if she did it, it was an honest mistake. It was an accident. Kelly
could not get away with murder.
She could get away with it because
Kelly
she'd be like,
not.
I messed up. I didn't mean to.
Kelly's a good person. Her conscience would bother her.
In my mind, if someone died at her hand, it would have been an accident.
We said murder.
Oh, okay.
We didn't say manslaughter.
I was saying Kelly could get off because she didn't mean to do it.
It doesn't matter if she meant to, if it was reckless.
Okay, fine. Who could get away with murder? Nikita.
I don't know.
You're allowed to have a different answer than me.
Oh, I thought we had to come to a consensus.
Who said that?
You think you could.
Me?
Yeah, I know.
I don't think I could.
You could.
Oh, no.
But you wouldn't. You'd make a mistake.
I don't think I could.
I've caught you in every one of your lies.
You said you'd never tell of those deaths. No, I could not get away with murder.
Yeah. Bridget probably is the number 2
Who's the number 1
candidate.
Are you saying you're the number 1 candidate? You could get away with murder. Is that what you just said without saying that?
I didn't say anything.
You would leave a paper trail as long as your butt, okay?
And pointing to who?
You'd frame me?
Would I?
Why do you think you'd get away with it?
I don't think anything. I just said Bridget was number 2.
Who's number 1?
That is up to the audience to decide.
Oh, God. Fine. Who's number 2?
Bridget.
Why?
I think Bridget is very thoughtful.
Yep. She'd plan it for years.
Right.
She would, if she was going to do it. And in my mind, murder is never really justified. I mean, kind of is sometimes, like self-defense or something like that.
And she's also...
But if it was someone who really wronged her and she was, it was revenge and also just like getting rid of a really bad person, she would plan and consider every...
Oh, no. Aunt Bridget is one of those folks that will see anything to the end. She's loyal, but she's also contemplative. Mm-hmm. Where she's always thinking about it. Mm-hmm. And then I think Bridget has that extra gear other people don't have to see things through.
Mm-hmm. So you're mid-murder and she comes in to wrap it up for you.
I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think Bridget she has a fatalistic attitude a lot of times. I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean she's like, well, that's what it is.
Yeah. No, she does.
She's going to prison.
Yep.
You know, that's Bridget. Where everybody else, my life is over. I've ruined my... Bridget would just roll with a punch.
I'm moving to a new neighborhood. What do you mean? Prison.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, fine. I agree with you then, Bridget.
Okay. Kelly just wants to know if we can send Nua to a boarding school.
Honestly,
he could use it.
He could use some touch-ups on his just manners, his maturity. Nua will forever look incredibly young. He just has a very youthful appearance. I think he could slip right in. And they'd be like, yeah, he's a high schooler.
Nua says, if you could be the CEO of any company, what would it be? And then what changes would you bring? Also, then he added any secrets you'd want to find out at that company. You think he's talking about us?
What?
Does he want to be in charge of this company?
No.
No. I would say the United States of America.
The company.
If I was in charge of it. Oh.
We just filled that position. I am so sorry.
Well, I'm just saying if they wanted to put me in.
Yeah. that you're available. Okay, and then what are some changes you'd make?
Oh, my God. Kidding me?
4-day work week. If you don't say 4-day work week, you're dead.
Well, I tell you what, the number one thing right away, no more daylight savings. We're done with that.
Ooh, I was thinking about that
And
yesterday. When I got home, we had to stay late for work yesterday, which late for us, our cruise time is 9 to 5, and that includes us. And we didn't leave here. I didn't leave here till like 5:45 because of the friggin' time change. When I left and pulled out of a parking garage, I was like, it is nightfall.
And either Congress is with me or I'll just use the Presidential Act. We're done with this.
We're done with this. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Okay, any other?
That's pretty much it.
That's
then I wouldn't resign.
Then you'd be like, now that we've got that, the biggest problem in America fixed.
Somebody else's problem now.
Yeah.
By the way, I told you this. Can I share my little thing I learned?
Yes. Yes, this is actually really cool.
So if anytime you watch the Secret Service, especially...
And I'm always just staring at those hotties.
When they are on presidential detail and they've got their sort of first perimeter around the president, the prize, you'll see one or two guys wearing an overcoat and they're clasping their hands together right around, say, midsection belly button area. Mm-hmm. And they're walking like that. It's like, why do they hold their hands like that? That's weird.
They're very...
Well, what the little secret I've learned, and I'm not sure this is true, but it sounds like it is because those guys are wearing, and it's not just Secret Service, British protection does it for the Prime Minister and for the royal family, and some big movie stars that occasionally you'll see a guy, if it's their personal protection, clasping their hands like that. Mm-hmm. So what was explained to me, that's actually a fake arm. They're holding on to a fake arm that is draped around their shoulder. Mm-hmm. Their actual hand is on the weapon under the coat, ready to go.
What do you mean this was explained to you?
It was explained to me.
Who told you this?
It was in letter form.
You read it in a magazine?
I read it.
Because you told me you saw a video. Now you're saying it was explained.
A video. They had pictures of people. They had all these examples.
Oh, I thought you meant you were somewhere
like
where a guy's like, I got to get this off my chest.
Yeah.
May I tell you a little secret?
But actually, no, they're holding their peace just like this. They're holding their peace. Oh. So if something were to happen in a split second, they don't have to then unholster, cock and lock.
What if they make a mistake and they've got the fake arm on the piece and they're just holding their hands?
That's not good.
You know what? I believe that. I hope that's true. I think that's cool.
Yeah. There was a lady that used to write for the local paper. I think her name was Merlene Davis. I can't remember. This was a long time ago when Bill Clinton was on the campaign trail.
Oh, okay.
And Hillary stopped in to make an appearance. It was in Lexington, Kentucky, somewhere where it was at a public gathering. And she noticed that there wasn't a lot of Secret Service protection. She may have been the first lady at the time. Maybe. And so she was like, And she goes, I looked around and I didn't really see anybody protecting her. I thought that was odd. She goes, well, I just didn't give it a thought. And she goes, so I was going to take notes because she writes for the paper. So I goes, I reach in my bag, I pull out my notepad and my pencil, and as soon as I look at Hillary, there's a man in sunglasses in my face. Like came out of nowhere and just was in her face and looking down at her hands to see what she was pulling out. That's how quick they were.
Oh, I love that.
That guy was like right there. And then he backed off.
I love that.
They were moving
I love that kind of stuff. I love America. See, I'm with you. Can I work with you in the White House for this short stint that you're on there?
Sure.
Because I just want to go to the Pentagon and learn all America's secrets.
Do you really?
I want to go in there and I want to just read the literature and I want to know all the secrets. I won't tell anybody. I will not tell anybody.
Right now, we don't have that many secrets. We're not going to know about aliens or any of that nonsense.
But there's got to be stuff we don't know. Not just historical secrets or alien secrets or whatever. I just want to know history secrets or just things that we don't know. Or just current things they're working on, like military secrets. I just want to know what we're doing and what we're... I love it.
I don't think they'd tell me.
Like, we all feel pretty well protected by the American military and our government and stuff. I mean, notwithstanding many, many issues. When it comes to the American military, I'll just say that. I think we feel pretty badass.
Now, if you talk
But I feel like we're more badass than we realize, and I want to realize it.
You talk to my best buddy, Richard, he'll tell you the American military has already adapted alien technology. I hear this argument with him all the time. We get into this.
Yeah.
He goes, we're so far past any of our enemies because of the aliens. Like, what? How do you? Oh, he's, yeah. And he's got all these theories. Like, good God.
Well, you know what? If he's a free thinker.
He sure is.
With a Beretta, so look out.
Yeah. This is the same man who at Friendsgiving had a T-shirt on that said, "She's my sweet potato," and his girlfriend had a shirt that said, "I am."
Cringe.
It's not cringe.
But
It's adorable.
Lee told me this
at
first, and I thought it was cringy, and I said, unless they're in on the joke and how silly it is. He was like, they're in on it. They think it's hilarious.
Yeah, they think it's funny. They laugh about it. Like, everybody's got to see this.
That's funny. And what did you have on? A shirt that said, fingerling potato.
That's right. I masturbate.
I did not expect that.
That's my buddy's joke. Oh,
so hilarious.
God rest his soul. John Scott Holman. Such a good comic that, God bless it. He was so funny. I would watch him kill, and then the next night or the next show,
watch him kill.
I would watch him kill, and the next show he'd phone it in because he had a problem. You know, it was the common problem that a lot of comics have, and it's just like he was so talented. He could have really been big. He had that. He was a Shane Gillis. He was, I'm not going to say he was Dave Chappelle, but he was a Maniscalco. He was any of those guys. He was that brilliant. And that joke that I was sort of doing was so good. He would sometimes end his act with, I was at a Cracker Barrel, and I ordered potatoes and eggs and steak, and I'm sipping on
potatoes, eggs.
Well,
and
he
steak?
ordered potatoes and everything else. And I'm sipping on my coffee when a guy sticks his head out the kitchen and he looks my way and he says, "Hey, masturbate." And I said, "Surely to God, he's not talking to me." And then I ignore him and he goes, "Hey, buddy, masturbate." And I said, "I don't know you, but I will monkey stomp your dick in the dirt if you say that one more time." And then that's when I realized he was asking for my choice of potatoes.
Mashed or baked.
Oh, Jay Scott. I love that guy.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
So good. I know. All the good comics are gone.
They are gone. Tim Wilson, Vic Henley.
So many.
All these guys, James Gregory.
I know.
All these guys who taught me how to do it
I know.
are gone.
And now you're out here with no one to show you.
Nobody to teach me
And
anything.
look at you. You've just.
I know it. Oh,
I know.
just
Well,
me and Greg Warren
yeah. Okay.
and his buddy, Nate Bargatze.
Yes. Okay, as we end the podcast today, I want to give Lee one more try because he and I did something absolutely wonderful in the car.
Are we going to do this again? Why do you find that so fascinating?
Because it's so funny. Okay. Fine, we don't have to do it.
No, we can do
No,
it.
you're the worst. You're horrible at improv.
You go first.
No.
Prostate. No. See, that just makes you happy.
In the car, Lee mentioned prostate, and then I said, I think it's funny when people confuse prostate and prostrate. So then I said, try to say both 3 times fast, and we created our own, because Lee and I love tongue twisters. We have now created our own, and in our opinion, best tongue twister ever.
You got to say prostate, prostrate.
Yeah.
Prostate.
You're just saying prostate.
I know.
You can't even say it one time.
Okay, let me start with prostrate. Prostrate.
Oh, you're good.
Prostate. No, prostate, prostrate. It's impossible.
It isn't. You cannot get to 4. You can't even get to 2 times, really. Prostrate, prostate, prostrate, prostate, prostrate, prostate, prostrate, prostate.
You're not doing it rapid enough.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not.
You're thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, guys, get your prostates checked. They never stop growing, according to Men's Health.
We've never done that on the show.
Done what?
A prostate check.
Do you want us to go with you to the doctor?
No, I'm not.
You want to?
Well, during the radio days, when I was doing fun, wacky morning radio, the doctor would come to the studio
Oh,
and check.
oh, he did?
Not me.
Oh.
But there were guys that had it done on the air. They thought it was hilarious.
That is not hilarious. How far up in there do you have to go to check it?
Far enough to know.
Okay. I don't know. I don't have a prostate. And I'm very sensitive about that.
All right, guys.
Well, on that note, we're going to wrap this doobie.
Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. And thanks again to our sponsor, Damiano's Pizza, Pasta, Beer, Bourbon, located at 503 South Upper Street in Lexington. You can call for reservations if you want, 859-303-8373. Handcrafted pizzas, calzone sandwiches, a variety of dishes, including the gluten-free for those folks who need it. Penne pastas as well. Join them for happy hour. It's a great deal, as Haley and I mentioned earlier. Save a ton of money on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for lunch.
Forget about it. $4 off all their pizzas.
So good.
And great drink deals. Happy hour 11 to 6.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Hang in there. Have a lovely rest of your week. Hang in there. We love you. God loves you. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.